Hi guys, I'm here with my little homie Kate, who you're used to seeing her and I singing and playing guitar together, which we will be picking a new song this week. This week. We're going to do a Sia song. I'm going to make her. But the cool thing is, she's here with her aunt, and her Aunt Carrie and Meredith are in the kitchen cooking one of my favorite meals of Meredith. It's ratatouille with cauliflower rice. So we're going to sneak up on them and see if we can help out a bit. You want to help cook?
Yes.
Let's do it. All right, here we go. I'm sneaking. Let me go this way. Hi, guys.
Hey there.
So Kate and I were just talking about what you're making, and I was telling everybody that it's like my favorite of one of your dishes, second to the chicken wings.
It's going to be mine too.
This is Carrie.
This is my sister-in-law's sister, and we have just been blessed with our second niece, Charlie, which is so exciting. So we get to see her more often. So while she's here, we're going to cook some things that we can use in the refrigerator for like 3 or 4 days. So we'll take them to Tracy. It'll stay, and you can make big batches of it on the Sunday, like it is today, and you're good for the week. So let's start. So we're making ratatouille over cauliflower rice. Yes.
It's so good. It is so good.
Good stuff. And so basically the ratatouille that I use, I just do zucchini, squash, tomatoes, peppers and onions, and eggplant. And because we're being really cautious, Carrie's got some dairy issues, and she's got some gluten issues, although she's not completely admitting them.
A little bit, not sure. Working on it.
Well, we're going to work on it good today. We're going to do it over cauliflower rice, which is Tony's favorite, and
awesome.
She swears there's no difference. So let's get started. Why don't we start by doing the peppers and the onions?
Okay.
Okay, so you do
Sounds
those,
great.
and I'll start here with the eggplant. I've
Okay.
got one really big tip for eggplant. I'm going to turn this down really quickly. Oh, I'm burning that. So one of the easiest ways to cut, I don't know if I've shown you guys this before, but is you take off this little piece on the edge, and then you turn them on their side.
So it's flat. That's perfect. You don't have to roll around.
It doesn't roll around.
I didn't even think about that.
I know, it's a good one. It was a trick. It's good because it doesn't roll around, but it creates a very similar sized dice. So you and I, although we're chopping different vegetables with different shapes and different everything, we are going to make the vegetables very similar in size.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to just...
Cubes, right?
Yeah, a little bigger, you know,
Squares.
a little chunky.
Nice little goofy. Here we go.
And if I wasn't so blessed to have you here by myself, I always start with the eggplant. Because another thing is that eggplant is filled with water. So what we want to do is extract some of the water before we get it in the oven.
See, and I never knew that because I would not have done that.
Well, I'm hoping everybody learns a little
I hope
something.
I'm learning.
Little something, but we'll see how that by the end of the day today.
Okay.
So it's full of water, and in order for it not to cook funny, we've got to extract the water, and it's a very simple process. Cut it as you're going to cut
Here we
it.
go.
Put it in a bowl, and give it some salt. Carrie's going to cry.
Already fried.
She's
before.
terrible with onions.
Awful.
They are tough. Sometimes nothing, sometimes everything.
Big tears.
So we put this on, and actually that's not big enough, and you press on it. So stick stuff on it, hold it down, and then I usually cut the rest of the vegetables because right now I'm getting all the water out of it. Okay? So this
That's
is how
easy. That's really nice to know.
it's very
Good
easy and
start.
and now that's gone, and I'd be working on the other things.
Okay.
So now I'm going to cut the zucchini and the squash while you do the peppers and the onions. Peppers and the onions can go together in one bowl, zucchini and squash in another bowl. And same thing with this being round, cut off a sliver, make it stand up. It's a little bit of waste, but it's not a lot in the end. So that was awesome. We got everything cut with peppers and onions, tomatoes, zucchini and squash, and the eggplant. I mean, this is the easiest recipe of all times. So I cheated today because I knew I had to make a lot of this. So I bought garlic, pre-peeled.
So much easier.
Lazy.
Love it.
But I figured the health benefits of garlic are so good that if I buy it like that, I'm more likely to use it. So each one gets a little bit of garlic, a little bit of salt and pepper, right?
I kind of like a lot of pepper.
I like a lot of
but I
pepper.
won't do that. It's okay.
No, do it. Do it. That's the beauty of all of this. See how the Tone, look. You see how the wetness came out of this?
Yeah.
See how glistening it is?
It's
Yeah.
gonna get shiny when
Yep.
it's ready to go. Isn't that cool?
It's really
Shiny and new, like the Love Boat.
And then it gets doused with a little olive oil. I don't know, guys, because I know you like numbers, but I think it's a couple of tablespoons per. And look at that. I mean, we have done it. You can add any herb, any spice. Yeah, oh, no, wait till you see it when it's finished. And you can do anything with this. This just happens to be what Tony likes. So this is what we make.
Huh.
Isn't that nice?
See, I rule the roost.
Okay, so the next and final step, you've preheated your oven to about 400 to 450 degrees, depending on how late you are to getting started with dinner. Either way, it just is, you cook it a little longer. Now we put it on our cookie sheet and roast it. So, I want to talk about Pam really quickly.
Uh-oh.
Do you have Pam in your...
No, I have olive oil spray.
Yes.
I don't use that.
Oh, boy.
I know.
Yay.
We're
Okay.
related.
So, I found this coconut spray oil, which I love. But we have somebody in the house who is allergic to nuts, so we're not going to use this today. And I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on the pan. Okay? So, it's great. You can buy olive oil spray. You can do whatever you need to do, but don't buy Pam.
Why?
Well, if you read the back of the Pam, you see how this talks about all the really great things? That is all the ingredients on the Pam. And we know we don't want to eat anything with more than 5 ingredients. So
And why not use olive oil?
Yeah.
Healthy, right?
Yeah, well, you know, you're not supposed to get olive oil too high. Heat it too high, do you know what I mean? So often grapeseed oil, avocado oil, there's so many different uses for oils. As you see over there, I probably have every single solitary kind of oil because there's such a different use for everything. But I haven't been able to switch my oil to anything but olive oil for this dish.
That works out good.
So that's it. So my hands have a little oil on them, clean of course. You toss them up, spread them out in a single layer, and in the oven they go for 40 minutes. Same with all of them.
So each one's on a different cookie
Yeah,
tray?
so the things that we put in the bowl together, they get cooked together, right? So there you have your peppers and onions. Here's your zucchini.
Is it because they cook at different time? Like
That's
different
exactly right. They cook at different times. They, you know, some burn or char a little more. Oh, thank you. It's better this way. I've tried doing them all together and they really don't work. And that's about it. So we'll continue with the rest of that and get them in the oven. So look at these, Carrie. Look how great they turned out.
Yeah, they turned out
They're
really
a little
nice.
bit browned, still a little white, so they're not burnt. Got a little bit of that yummy, crunchy onion and pepper.
Perfect.
And these are perfect too. Great, moving on to the next step. So now we're going to do the cauliflower rice. All the vegetables are in the oven, and this cauliflower rice is the best trick ever. You can turn it into cauliflower fried rice. You can use it as a base instead of a pasta. It's just a very versatile, you know, we're all loving cauliflower right now. So rather than roast it with the vegetables, we're going to make this for the underneath of it.
And I haven't had this before, so I'm so excited.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Oh, it's so good.
So we've cleaned up the cauliflower. Now just cut it down a little. And I'm going to show you how fast this is. It's really amazing. This is when I use my Cuisinart. It's probably the only time besides my new cashew energy balls, which hopefully Dory will come and we'll make next week.
Cashew energy balls.
Yeah, cashew energy balls rock. So literally, we're going to leave the stem, right? So some of them carry
The harder ones I cut off, but
Yeah.
most of that's there.
So the harder one. And it gets thrown in here in pieces that will pulse up. You know, so I just kind of break it. You have some more over there, love? Oh, sorry.
Break it and put it
Yep,
in?
throw it right in. Thank you.
Nice. Okay.
For effort, because I overdid it, I'm going to throw the rest of that garlic in.
Nice. Spice it up a little bit.
We use the whole thing.
Broke up a bit?
Oh, that's fine. And that's it. Look, Kara, this is so easy. You can do this all the time. The only problem is after you do it, it stinks. So don't save it raw in your refrigerator. That's my only tip. On this
Okay.
one. And look, I just do it like this. And then you're going to be like, oh my God, it looks a little bit like rice. You can make cauliflower pizza crust out of this.
I'm just so excited to taste it.
And now it's gone down.
Beautiful.
And that's about it, Tay. Show 'em.
It's so good.
Okay, so now we poached our cauliflower and garlic. And now we're just going to put that, a little olive oil, and put that right in. Here, let me grab that from you, love. Or you throw it in. Perfect. And saute it up.
This is so exciting.
Sometimes, not obviously not today, but sometimes remember you add scallions and it's so good.
Well, that's for
Oh,
the
that'd be
cauliflower
pretty.
rice.
Yeah.
So this time I'm going to add the beautiful, beautiful vegetables that we just roasted. So we're going to let this go. Kara, if you want to just play with that for a second.
Okay,
I'll
love to.
be right back. 1 second. So here, T, are the vegetables. We pull this. That's all you do for that because we're using it as a base. So it's just rice. So it's like
Okay.
making plain white rice.
Got it.
So now we did all of the vegetables. They came out of the oven and I tossed them together. Look how
And
pretty.
they look beautiful.
Now here's the deal. This can go in eggs. This can be eaten alone. This can go over this. It can go over pasta. This has so many uses. So if you batch cook on a Sunday a ton of this is nothing in
I would put
comparison.
that with some black beans and make it Mexican.
There you go. That's awesome. So we're making it over rice, which is, we kind of want it to wetten up a little. So I'm going to put it in now here. This is just one other application for this. And I'm going to put some diced fresh tomatoes. I'll show you this. Just diced plum tomatoes, Tay. Not many. We're just going to wet it up, you know. And turn it on. And then a little tomato paste so that doesn't make it too wet. Because if it's too wet, then it won't be a good sauce either. Okay, so now look at the difference. Now it becomes like a bit of a sauce. Right? That's all that flavor you love.
It's so good.
Put a little fresh basil nuts. We're just going to warm this because everything's cooked. And then put it right over our cauliflower rice. Look how that's coming.
Perfect.
It's so good. Wait till you taste it all together.
So do you want this a little wetter, hon? Do you like that? Or you like it like that?
I like it like that.
Like that? Okay. So that's it. So now, as soon as this cooks up, this takes about 5 minutes. As soon as that's ready, we're just going to plate it, and then it is time for lunch. So here we go. We've got our cooked cauliflower topped with that awesome ratatouille we made. And Carrie, I usually top it with a little bit of beautiful locatelli to make myself really think I'm having some good Italian food.
It
Because
still is.
of our dairy thing, we have some fresh rosemary that I just diced a little bit to give it a little love
And
at the
it's
top.
so pretty.
So there you go, my dear.
Nice.
Bon appetit.
Yum, I'm so excited. Are you going to taste it with me?
Oh, yeah, sure.
We
Absolutely.
need to do it together.
All right.
Don't burn it
Manja.
up. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mmm.
That rosemary is
Perfect.
perfect.
Absolutely delicious.
Perfect.
Good job.
Nice job. One more tip before I leave because I can't help myself. For the other show, the last show we did, these are the jars that I say to you, buy your tomatoes, tomato paste, everything in glass jars. The cans are just terrible. And out of the washer, this makes single servings of salad dressing.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, I'll send you
Really
home
good
with
idea.
one.
Nice.
All right, thanks. Have a great day.
Bye.